but it is that even when he gets things wrong, she still knows that he's the right man for the job.
Y'all, that video is so good because he's talking about being a submissive woman and allowing the man to lead, knowing that he's not gonna be perfect, right? He not gonna always make the decisions that you would want him to make, and there's gonna be consequences because sometimes his decisions may not be right? But that's why he has a helpmate, right? You don't be submissive by not saying anything. You be submissive by allowing him to lead because you know he's following God. His priorities are aligned. And your job as his helpmate is to ensure that you guys reach the heights that you're climbing, right? You're not there to criticize, but to uplift, right? It's okay that he make a mistake. But you can't come down on him and then demean him because he made a mistake, right? You speak life into him and remind him of where y'all going. Help him realign and then you grow together, right? Being a submissive woman do not mean you don't have your own opinion. It don't mean you don't have a mind of your own, right? You are submissive because that is the order that God aligned us. Men are more logical thinkers. So your emotions as a woman could very well shift your perception, right? Not all women, right? You could go ahead and say that our women ain't emotional. I don't know why you feel like our women ain't emotional, but I know some people don't feel like our women are emotional, right? But it is, right? It's in your genetic makeup, right? You're supposed to be, right? But because of that factor that does lie within women, that is why the man is the head of the household, right? Now, if that man is emotionally unstable, he can't lead your household. Most women who have the problem with being submissive are just because they perception of men is what's wrong, right? Not that, not the submission. It's your perception of feeling like a man cannot lead you, feeling like a man is not capable of taking care of you, right? Feeling like you cannot trust a man to guide you and lead you, right? To want what's best for you, right? So it's not about being submissive that's the problem. It's about the choices that you're making with the men that you're picking, right? You can follow a man who is broke long as he ain't broken, right? Because if a man has a plan, he has direction, he knows who he is, and he's letting God order his steps, it's no reason to be combative and come up against this man, right? You don't have no reason not to submit to this man. If he want to carry out the hard decisions, why would you argue with that, right? That's less stress on you, right? You discuss, you give opinions. Don't mean you don't have input just because you submit. But just remember that you can't, a broken person can't lead nobody nowhere but into some cycles, right? And you choose better so you can submit and allow God to take precedent over your household because this man is following God and you are following God and this man. Your steps will be aligned because you guys are walking the same path. The only reason why it's hard to submit is because you looking at this man that you done chose and you see that where he going, you don't want to go. So now you constantly butting heads, right? And the Bible also tells us that you rather live outside than with a contentious woman, right? Somebody who always angry and want to argue about everything, who never pleased, never satisfied, right? They can't communicate with what they need or what's going on, what they feeling, right? And they just always upset, right? That's you gotta work on you so that you can appreciate the man that God sends to you.